Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I want to say a huge thanks to those of you guys that have been supporting my channel, sharing my videos with your friends and family, and watching my short videos while I've been totally sick and haven't been able to do any live streams for the longest time on my main channel. And then obviously over here on the second channel, I felt a little bit up to task just now. So I'm like, okay, I might as well just do a live stream on the second channel, but do understand that, just with my health and, life, sometimes I'm not able to do as many live streams as I used to be able to do. But don't worry, it's not like I'm quitting YouTube anytime soon. I don't plan to. Definitely going to be making videos more of just like whenever I feel like it. And if you see the amount of times I make short videos, it's just because it's much easier for me, especially like just traveling, and there's just so much content on my phone and stuff like that. So I definitely will always have, I think, short videos. And the only thing that would be kind of not as consistent would be like the live streams. These ones. It's just takes more time. I have to be like up for it health wise. And obviously, as you can see, I'm still like sick. I don't know if you can hear it from my voice, but I've been like sick for like a whole week. And I don't know if this is just like a punishment for having too much fun in Vegas. But I don't even know how I got sick. I think it's just so cold in California. And I know it's annoying because like California is supposed to be like one of the best places for weather, and I'm complaining when it's cold. But it's raining every day right now and the weather's not good. It just started now though, but previously it wasn't raining and I still just kind of got sick, I think, cuz I wasn't turning on the heater and now I am. So hopefully I'll get my health in order, but I'm still a little sick. I hope I don't cough like on the stream, but I was like literally coughing up a lung earlier in the morning. So yeah, thank you guys. Hi there, Robert, Luke, welcome to the stream. I'm just here, so don't get fined. What you have to wear those sunglasses on every live stream. Yeah, I'm wearing these like sunglasses because I'm just too lazy to like do my makeup that I usually like to do for my live streams, which is the usual eyebrows and my falsies. And I realized that my pineapple sunglasses that I got in Maui covers up my eyebrows, so no need for that. And then also, yeah, I don't need my falsies when you can't see anything. And it covers up my dark circles and other flaws on my face. So it's good. I do have lipstick or lip gloss on right now. Anyways, I just want to say thanks for those of you guys that have been supporting my channel. Nonetheless, any of you guys that are new here or watching this stream, definitely you can go that extra mile and support the channel by checking out all the links that I have for you down in the description below. You can currently get up to 17 free stocks only with my link with MooMOO right now. MooMOO is a professional stock trading app, but they're currently giving up to 17 free stocks once you use my link down below. And after you deposit $100, you're guaranteed at least 7 free stocks. And you can even see what 2 free stocks you're going to get for sure with my link down below and pinned to the top of the stream. Um, so, yeah. Okay. Before my voice goes out again, this is something I just came across on TikTok because obviously sick scrolling on TikTok. I've been done doing like a bunch of random stuff. I finally finished. If you've been following me on Twitter, I tweeted yesterday that I spent about 6 months, no regrets, spent about 6 months trying to finish Grey's Anatomy from the beginning to the end. And I realized that now Grey's Anatomy is on like season 19, but I did the whole thing. Like I went from season 1, not knowing who the heck Meredith Grey was. So I went from season 1 all the way to season 18. And that took me like a literal 6 months. And just keep in mind, I'm like basically unemployed or like I don't work for a 9 to 5 job. So even without a 9 to 5 job, it took me 6 months. It's a very long time trying to catch up with over 20 years worth of content created by Grey's Anatomy. And fun fact, she is the highest paid female actress, I think, ever, or maybe like one of the highest paid actors ever. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay. So I wanted to show you this because of this was really, really funny.
Here's the thing. Known people who are called Nepo babies now. What I just described about fame is ever more true for the children of, and when we're talking like icons, like that's not an easy experience. Would not wish that on anybody. Do you have a few material privileges in this life to help some of the pain that may never go away? Sure. Do we really think that buys us happiness? Sorry, guys. Do we think that money and fame helps? We say we don't, but we all believe it does. It's pretty clear in the way we behave. It doesn't, though. You know, so here's my thing with nepo babies. Like, are they where they are because partly because of their, the access they have? Yeah, yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah. Does that mean that they're living a life of contentment and satisfaction and happiness? Almost never. Almost never. Here's the thing.
So this is for context, this is Penn Badgley. I think I'm saying the name right. Okay, I'm just gonna be coughing while I'm doing this stream because I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like coughing. He is the Dan from Gossip Girl. That's kind of like where I feel like he got his big break. And he's also Joe from You, which I'm currently finished watching season 4 of on Netflix. And he's kind of like not really defending nepotism or nepo babies, which is like the new term of all these kids who are like obviously super rich, trust fund babies, and has all these companies built off of like their parents' empires or like people that they're connected to. He's not saying that like they don't have any fault, but he's kind of saying that, just because you have a lot of money and all these connections, and basically if you're like a nepo baby, it doesn't mean that you're like for sure happier or more content in life. And I feel like I both agree and disagree with that. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. But I definitely don't feel like money helps. Hi there, GB Love. Money definitely helps. And he even mentioned it like, even if people think that money can't buy happiness or they act like it doesn't, like they believe in that, you see the way people act and how it literally like almost every single person out there, or if you just sit in a restaurant. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna like die here. Okay, promise I'm fine. If you just like sit down in a restaurant and you like hear anybody's conversations, it's like I wouldn't say like fame is something that's constantly talked about. If you just like go on a subway and listen to what people talk about, but I think like you clearly hear about money all the time. Like even if I try to not hear the words money in a conversation, like I constantly hear about money, like just from random people. So money is constantly talked about, no matter how many people say to you, like they don't think money makes any difference or they're not about the money. Honestly, very few people I've met in life would not take like, let's say if you just hand them like a free $100 or like give them either like a gift or whatever. Like people are open to money, and the saying that money is like the only language that's spoken everywhere around the world is definitely true. So I both agree that it doesn't mean that just because you have a lot of money, it makes you happier. But definitely having money gives you the upper hand, because also the saying goes, you could be crying in a box on the street and be freezing to death, or you could be crying and still sad and depressed, but you're like in a mansion and you have a bunch of maids and food is not a worry. You don't have to cook for yourself. Food is just kind of handed to you. Um Hi there, Kryptonian. Sorry, Absolute Chad. Hi there. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm fine. I'm fine. I've just been like sick for this is the sixth day or something, and I don't know what it is, but I tested for COVID and I don't have it. Honestly, this is worse. Like it's actually worse than COVID, believe it or not. But for anybody curious about the symptoms, uh, I kept checking for like the last 6 days if I have a fever, and I don't have a fever for like, actually, no, this is 6th day. So like for 6 days straight, I checked if I have a fever and I don't, but I always constantly feel like my head is super hot right now and I constantly feel like I have a fever, but I don't. And I'm getting these like hot and cold chills and whatnot. So it sucks. And then my nose will get like stuffy. My throat will close on and off. Like right now, I think earlier, just now when I was coughing like crazy, it was like starting to feel like it was closing up. And then now I'm just kind of like heated feeling, and literally, like, an hour ago, I was, like, completely fine. So, I don't like, this is just the weirdest thing, and I have, like, so much phlegm, like, I'm, like, inflamed over here, um, and yeah, I have sore throat, it, like, comes and goes for, like, the last, like, 6, 7 days. So this is just, like, compared to me remembering, like, what COVID was like, this is, like, 1,000 times worse. Don't cry by Doge. I'm just gonna cry with my Doge pillow. Yeah, I am definitely, guys, health is the number one thing. Like, literally, Dogecoin could go to $3 right now, and I would still be really pissed off because my health is not at 100%. I'm hoping that I'll get back to it, though. I'm assuming this is probably the flu, and I don't get the flu often. I think I told you guys when I had COVID in the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, it ended, like, January of 2022. I never even had a sore throat, and, like, almost all my friends who had caught COVID, like, all had this crazy sore throat, coughing and stuff. I never coughed, I never had a sore throat, and this is just so much worse. Like, I'd rather honestly have COVID than well, like, my previous symptoms of COVID, what I had, and I'm starting to, like, write down I'm taking notes of, like, my illnesses and, like, everything that's happening because I wonder if my body is just weaker now after having caught COVID since or I'll have to, like, ask more of my friends and family members, anyone else who's also caught it, and that's honestly, like, majority of the people I know. Like, I would say more than 65% of the people I know have all caught it, but everyone else seems honestly fine. I think it's just me. I feel like after I've caught COVID in the past, like, now I'm calculating the amount of times I've gotten sick, and, like, I'm not talking, like, 1 to 2 days sick. I'm talking, like, really, really sick, like, 7 days and not getting better. I think I've just become, like, weaker or just more sick since I've had COVID, like, just that one time, which is really crazy. Um, but yeah, sorry, I lost track of thoughts. Nepo babies. Um, and the reason why this, I guess, popped up on my feed is because today, if you, like, are on TikTok, just my For You page is just nonstop Selena Gomez versus Hailey Bieber. Selena Gomez, Hailey Bieber, and it's all about the fact that like, this new video or sorry, no, this old video is now resurfacing with Hailey Bieber, who is Justin Bieber's wife. Her previous name was Hailey Baldwin, and she is a well-known nepo baby because her dad's famous. Her dad's brother is Alec Baldwin, also famous actor, which I don't know. I think he has like certain there's like a lawsuit or whatever going on, but either way, she's like kind of like your poster child nepo baby. And right now, there's this video of her kind of going like, to Taylor Swift because she didn't like Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is like Selena Gomez's best friend. This is like over 6, 7 years ago, which is crazy. And so that video is resurfacing and everyone's calling Hailey Bieber like this really mean girl and kind of attacking her. And apparently people are still doing it right now, even on her like YouTube channel, just in the comment section and just kind of saying like, go buy Selena Gomez beauty products. Like just all these really, really mean things. I kind of feel bad for her, but then again, like I don't know any of these people like in person, and I feel like you really know more when you people instead of just like what you see like in the comment section of every single fan, girl or boy. So it's just kind of sad to see, but right now that's what's happening, and the whole nepotism thing is being brought up because a lot of people believe that all this hate is also fueled by all the fans who support Selena Gomez because she actually was not a really well, she isn't a nepo baby. So everything that she has is because she had to actually work very, very hard for it with no connections. And she was a child star and just basically worked her way up was kind of like Selena Gomez's life. And a lot of people are, I think, easily hating on nepo babies and just basically anybody who's more entitled or just obviously is born with like more fame, money, family connections, like people like Hailey Bieber. She just becomes like such an easy target. It's almost sad to like look at, but then at the same time, it is just kind of human nature, I think, for a lot of people to like find you an easy target to hate because there are only so few like nepo babies out there, and then most of us like can't afford a house, let alone just easily be handed, like, some brand deal and, like, be able to make makeup lines just for being famous, and all that jazz. So, And not that that explains bullying, I don't think you should bully people no matter how much money they have. But so I think it's just something, like, very interesting to think about because nepotism, like, regular people, people without so much money, people who aren't famous, like ourselves or most of us that are watching this video, it's, like, easy to hate, but at the same time, we have to be honest with ourselves and, like, anyone who's watching this video right now, and I'm sure most of your friends and family and yourself, who do you know? Who do you know out there that's a normal person, like, no million, multi-million, billion-dollar, like, daddies, or moms or whatever would say no to, like, a job. Like, if you just meet someone on the street and they're like, "Hey, like, you want this job? I can help you out with it. Here's my business card." And you just got lucky. Like, would you take it? Yes, most people would. Or if you have a friend who knows someone that works at Google, you're most likely going to try and ask your friend or your family member to try to hook you up with it. Are you really a nepo baby? Like, were you born under, like, a tech god? No, maybe you're not, but most people out there are not going to say no to connections, and I know so many people out there, like, literally not a single soul that would say no to, like, their parents buying them a house or their uncles handing them a job, like, giving them a referral of a job connection. So it's just, like, really sad that people are really, I guess, critical of others, but not critical about themselves on, like, a smaller scale. Like, to an extent, every single person, if you were lucky enough or if you could have the opportunity to, like, just make their life easier, through your connections, get through the back door or whatever, get a job easier. I honestly have never met a single soul that was like, "No, you know what? I don't want a brand new TV," or I don't want my uncle's, like, brand new Prada sunglasses or whatever hand-me-downs. Like, people always will say yes to things, especially if it's easier. That's kind of the way the life is, but it's funny because whenever you're on the internet, people always seem to act like they're above it all, when really, if you look down at a small scale, like, most people are still the same as nepo babies. They just wish kinda like that they were, or they're just jealous that they couldn't be born with a silver spoon in their mouths. Um, but when push comes to shove, there's, like, not a single soul out there, and very, very few. I'm sure there are, not 0 single souls, but I literally don't know anybody that would be like, "Yeah, I will not take this absolutely free thing that you're just handing me right now." If Doge was 10 cents, she would be remarkably fine, Robert says. What? Doge is closer to 10 cents than it is 1 cent unless I have a fever that burned my head, and that I don't think is gonna make me much happier right now because 'cause I'm still sick. Heard of Nick V? No, I don't know who that is, Luke. Cali pollution floating around. Kryptonian, I don't know. I am in California. I'm not so sure about, like, pollution floating around. It's just me being stupid and not dressing warmly enough, clearly, and, getting a cold, and then let that somehow become this illness of 7 days that I can't really explain. Nepotism is appropriate to example Elizabeth Warren having her daughter trained by Gary Gensler for an SEC role. Kryptonian. Thanks for giving an example. But yeah, nepotism is honestly like people keep thinking of nepo babies as like you have to be like a tech billionaire's daughter, but no, you really don't. You really, really don't. Like the concept of nepotism itself is literally just the act of like using power influence to like get your friends, your family, or like literally your neighbor, anybody you want. Like y- you have the power to spread your power basically to others around you, whoever you shall choose. And then get them a job or get them like a brand deal or whatever. And this happens all the time. And it just could be on like a smaller scale. Like if you worked at McDonald's and then you got somebody else a McDonald's job without an interview, that's still nepotism. Technically. Um, so yeah, I'm good, guys. And Jubilos has need water. Yeah. I just wanted to do a stream and tell you guys I'm totally alive and I'm not totally well, but I'm alive and good. And, yeah, one last thing. I am so obsessed with Physical 100. When I'm better, there's, like, this content that I will make, I swear to God, because I'm just crazy, and I want to prove that I can hold onto the monkey bars for a very long time. But there's a TV show called Physical 100 on Netflix. It's like Korean reality show that I was recommended to watch. I watched one episode, totally got hooked. It's like they have this magical formula or whatever, but it always gets me hooked. It's basically like Squid Games, but they hire like 100 super athletic people in Korea. Like, I'm talking either fitness YouTubers, military, agents, and like MMA fighters. It's pretty interesting. Just like all these people from different walks of life, but super, super active and really, really jacked, basically. Girls and guys. And they're like competing for 300 million won, which I think is only like under $300,000 USD or something like that. But whatever, it's still considered like a lot of money. And that's the prize. And they're basically doing all these like physical activities. And I'm not done watching it yet because I just started and I think it's great. I highly recommend. But there's this one part that I absolutely loved. And it's the beginning, like the first like competition thing that they did was that all these people they got onto these bars. It's kind of like monkey bars, just consider like bar rails of any kind, do a pull up or whatever. So they got onto these bars and they were told like the last one standing is like the winner, obviously. And if you drop, try not to be like the first ones that drop. And the record was like 18 minutes. And a lot of people dropped within like less than a minute. It was ridiculous. Um, and I really want to try that because I love monkey bars. I've always loved it as a kid and I used to climb it all the time on the playground. So I told one of my best friends, I was like, "I think I could do, like, a very long time. Like, I wanna try it out." And she doesn't believe me. She thinks that I'm gonna, like, be maximum 2 minutes on the monkey bars. So I have to show her up, and I also just really want to like, I'm curious how long I can, like, stay on there for. I don't know if I could do 18 minutes, but if I could do 18 minutes, I could probably do, like, 30 minutes. So I believe in myself. I could definitely top 2 minutes, and I think I'll be good at it, but I just have to get better. Can't be like this. I'm still sick, and I have to find monkey bars. So one of these days, I will find it, I will do it, I will record it, and I will post it, and you can't lie about it because it's just gonna be like one whole long video. So however long I'm on the bars for, and your feet can't drop, obviously can't touch the ground. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, just watch Netflix Physical 100 Korean show, which I'm pretty sure, mark my words, it's actually like so good. Like I think Physical 100 is so well done that I believe Hollywood probably like pick it up and just do it themselves or like yeah, other countries, so not just in Korea. It'll probably be, like, MMA fighters, wrestlers, I don't know, sumo. I don't think they included sumo, though, for this one. But just, like, anybody athletic, agents, really jacked people, even actors and stuff and YouTubers can basically join, and you can have this, like, crazy wild competition of, like, who's the most fit and, like, greatest strength, agility, and all that. I think it's so much fun. I just, like, really wanna be a part of these competitions even though I don't have any muscle. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go work out now. Thank you guys for joining. Smash the like button on the way out, and I appreciate you for supporting my channel. Smashing the like button as always, and making sure to share my videos with your friends and family. Cartonian keeps asking me, "Lucy, did you get married?" This ring, I know it's a diamond ring, but I bought it for myself. And that is not to say I am not married, though. I never told you guys if I what my relationship status is, besides the fact that I am taken. So that could mean I am in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, girlfriend-girlfriend, boyfriend-boyfriend, or married, divorced, married again. I don't share my personal information on here, so you guys can just guess away unless you meet me in person. Bye.